We're back, joined now by Dudley Wigdahl, the curator of mammals and birds of the aquarium. Welcome to our show.
Thank you.
You've brought Robbie with you. Tell us about Robbie.
Well, Robbie's a Magellanic penguin. Their normal range would be found anywhere from the southern tip of Chile around to Argentina and up to the Falkland Islands. This particular bird is a rescued, beach and stranded rescued bird. He's a young bird. He's only about 3 years old.
And he's male.
And he's a boy. And the reason we know that is we have to do DNA analysis. Because,
well, there are other ways to tell, right?
Well, you have to wait for the egg to drop. Yeah. Otherwise, you're waiting 3 years.
Okay.
So, we did DNA analysis.
Okay, without further ado, let us bring Robbie up to the set, welcome him, and hope that he feels comfortable. Helping Robbie is...
Jeff Jacquot is with us today, one of the keepers that takes care of our penguins.
Okay.
And again, just to continue with Robbie, he's about 2.5 feet tall. He weighs about 10 pounds. He's distinct in his coloration.
Nice.
He's got the 2 black stripes here, which is indicative of the Magellanic penguin. We've got him with bands, and that's really for 2 reasons.
Has his name.
So we know who
if he's drunk one night, they know who it is.
Our guests know who the particular birds are, because our guests really enjoy these birds.
Robbie, we're delighted to welcome you to Straight Talk. You're only our 3rd animal guest, and you look right at home. I dressed down because I know you were dressing up, and we all love your coat. And welcome to the show. Is there anything you'd like to say to any of us before we continue this discussion? I know you can talk to him.
I do a little penguin, yeah.
Let's hear the penguin.
And this is my best at it, so we'll just see if he responds.
Okay.
And this is how
Robbie, over here. Listen to your boss.
Yeah, listen to me. Here it goes.
Over there.
Okay. One more time.
Yeah. What are you saying to him?
I'm saying, hi, Robbie. This is me over here. No, I don't know. We just know that they do.
How long have you known him?
He's been with us for about 1.5 years.
Oh,
and and what he's doing, he's shaking off salt. He has a gland in his just above his bill.
I see.
And to rid himself of extra salt, they'll shake that, and you'll see.
Well, he is a good-looking bird. He looks quite at home here. We try to make our guests feel comfortable, but he is behaving well, and we may invite him back.
Tell us what he eats.
Well,
he eats better than I do.
Yeah, he has quite a varied diet. In the wild, it would probably more likely be anchovies or whatever small fish can be found.
Yes.
Here at the aquarium, he gets a diet of either herring, which is a high-fat calorie fish.
Is he a Jewish
or
penguin?
capelin? I didn't ask. We should check that. And he eats about 5 fish at each feeding, although when he goes into what's called a catastrophic molt, they change out these feathers within about a month. His diet will go way up. He'll eat 3 times as much food as he does.
Robbie, you're looking at the host.
Although the working end is
anything you want to say to our viewers about how the life of a penguin? Are you married?
He's looking.
He's
still a youngster. He's only 3 years old. He's coming up on 3 years old.
How old do penguins live?
Well, they can go to 25 to 30 in...
Oh, can I pet him, or is that not a good idea?
If I were you, I would just touch him towards the back.
Oh, everyone loves to have their back scratched.
Okay.
Yes.
There you go.
There you go.
But he's only 3, and we expect him to start looking for a mate here this year or next. And he'll pair up, and he'll stay with the same bird for as long as they live.
That's one, I just got married, and it's inspirational that birds are have fidelity to their mates as well as humans.
Yeah, they every now and then they run
They
around.
stray off?
Yeah. But the female will lay 2 eggs, and they both raise them.
And how many penguins do you have at the aquarium now?
Currently there's 13.
13.
Yeah.
And several of them have paired off already.
They've already paired off. We have older birds, and so they've already picked their mates. And so next year we expect
babies.
We expect babies, absolutely.
Wonderful. Be fruitful and multiply.
Yeah.
Well, I know everyone loves penguins. Robbie, how does it feel to be a member of a much beloved species? You like it?
He's not responding.
No, but he is very comfortable here on the set.
They're naturally curious. they recognize us in our uniforms because they see that every single day. But if you were to walk in,
Yeah.
he'd start playing with your tennis shoes or and peck
Really?
at your strings. And
They're very regal looking the way they stand, and
well, they're upright. They're non-flight. They're non-flighted birds, but they actually fly through the water. They use their wings as paddles, and they go
Amazing.
about 15 miles an hour max in the water. They dive to
1,000
maybe a maximum of 300 feet. They can stay down maybe 2 to 3 minutes.
1,000 to swim 1,000 miles, Robbie. My hat's off to you, buddy. That's fantastic.
They're found in very cold
Well,
water.
thank you, Robbie, for joining us. We're going to ask you to leave after this segment is over, but thank you for joining us so much. Dudley, thank you for bringing Robbie. We appreciate it, and this is a milestone for our 20th anniversary year.
Thank you. He's quite the star. He's doing very well today.
We hope everyone will come down and see him and the other 12 penguins in the new June Keys habitat.
You bet. Okay, we'll be back with more of our show after these messages. Well, we're back, minus the bird. He was well behaved, Jerry. He seemed to be quite a natural for television.
I think it was the bright lights. He was remarkably well
I thought it was
behaved.
the calming effect of the host you were going
Well,
to say.
all right, that could be that too.
But so the exhibition is very popular
Yes.
among the crowds.
And it has a wonderful crawl-in, a place where kids and their parents can go in and get under the water, and the penguins come over top. It's a wonderful exhibit.
And you have a special package where you pay extra, but what's involved with that?
Well, you can pay extra and go behind the scenes and actually be involved in a penguin encounter where you get to feed the penguins and so on.
Oh, yeah. Face to face with a penguin encounter. I like that. Well, future plans for the aquarium. I mean, I know how passionate you are about what you do, and you're a tireless worker. I've called you Saturday mornings at 7:30. You're in the office, and education is an important part of your view of your mandate.
When I look at it, I think we are a conservation organization, first of all. But education is the way in which we go about conservation. Because if we can turn 1.5 million visitors every year into better environmental stewards, that's the best way for us to help the ocean.
So you bring them in with entertainment, kind of, and then there's a message, though. It's not just Disneyland stuff.
We're very serious about education, but it has to be done in a playful, engaging, entertaining way. And what we have found is that over the years, as we have added more content, the visitors rate us as having a higher entertainment value.
Really?
We participate with 5 or 6 other aquariums in surveys 4 times a year, and our entertainment values have gone up every time we add more content.
And one of the challenges always is to be continually adding new things, because people say, well, I've seen the fish, I don't have to go back. But each year there seems to be something new there.
We always have to have something new. And for our 15th anniversary, which will be next June, the theme is going to be ocean exploration. We will have a new exhibit that will go for at least 2 years. We will have new films, and we want people to understand why ocean exploration is important. Less than 5% of the world ocean has ever been explored.
Really?
And the amount we spend on ocean exploration is a very small percentage of what we spend on space exploration, and yet our very existence depends upon the ocean.
3/4 of the Earth's surface is water.
Just about, yes. 71% is ocean, and then if you add the Great Lakes and others, so it's about 3/4, you're right.
And we need to learn more and learn how to respect and preserve it better.
Yes, we do, because it is the Earth's living life support system. The biodiversity and the ecosystems and ecosystem services that we all depend upon for our very survival. And unintentionally, we have been altering that relationship that we have with the Earth, and it gets more difficult as population goes up and as we consume more. So we're trying to focus on those.
And on a very more limited basis, Long Beach is at the mouth of the LA River, and cleaning up that river is very important to having us have a cleaner waterfront.
That's true. Long Beach, though, we are in an enviable position in that we are in the heart of what we call the Southern California urban ocean. It stretches from Point Conception down to the U.S.-Mexico border. 20 million people live along this part of the ocean. It's where all of California's offshore oil rigs are, where all of California's oil islands are, the two biggest ports, shipping ports in the nation, container ports. And yet it's the place where beach volleyball was born. We have the best surfing on the continent.
Wow.
And it's the relationships, and we focus a lot on telling the story of the urban ocean.
And there's a lot of support for that with the Sierra Club and others who are protecting the surf riders. We care about our oceans here.
We do care about our ocean. We've done a really good job on that. What we have not invested as much time and attention to legitimizing human uses of the ocean other than recreation. And we have the science, we have the technology, we can protect the ocean and have uses of it that will benefit society economically. That's where we focus.
And you mentioned the port of Long Beach and of course the port of sister port of LA. The ports have an important role to play in this protection.
Oh, they have a huge role to play, and they've done a very good job in the last few years. They cleaned up the water, and they did an excellent job, and now they're working on the air. They still have some work to do, but
this was a major change in direction for the ports over the years.
It was a major change. That's right.
And Long Beach is leading the world in environmental sensitivity.
In the green port initiatives,
Wow.
yes.
Okay, well, we will be back with the remaining portions of Straight Talk after these messages. I urge you to visit the Aquarium of the Pacific and see Robbie and his brethren in their native habitat. It's a wonderful exhibit and always will bring a smile to your face to see the penguins down there. I think we're very fortunate to have running the aquarium a man of the expertise and passion and commitment as our guest, Dr. Jerry Schubel, who's really brought this aquarium to new heights and recognition. And Jerry, it's fun to go to work each day. I know you have a passion for what you do.
It's a great institution. We came here 10 years ago, and it's been a wonderful partnership.
Yeah. What's in the future? What are you looking down 5 years or so? What do you see?
Well, I see within 5 years, the aquarium will be larger. It will be increasingly recognized not only regionally and throughout the state, but internationally as a new model for aquariums that not only provide the greatest live animal exhibits in the world, but connect people with the big issues of how we're changing the environment that these animals depend upon for their survival and for ours. I think it will be a new model that will be replicated widely across the world.
Fantastic. Well, thank you for all you do for the aquarium in the city, and thanks for again joining us on Straight Talk.
Thank you, Art. It's always a pleasure to be here.
Okay. And thank you at home for watching. Please be with us next week for the next edition of Straight Talk. Good night, everyone.
Straight Talk has been brought to you by Southern California Edison, the Press Telegram, and remember, Straight Talk is viewable worldwide 24/7 at straighttalktv.com.